It's time for a movie review for the month of June, and boy, it's gonna be a great one. Jurassic Park. It turned 30 years old. Man, I feel old for that. In honor of its anniversary, I'm gonna do a movie review, and then after the review, I'm gonna do a legacy since it's an anniversary video. So, let's begin. Industrialist John Hammond created Jurassic Park, a theme park of cloned dinosaurs. He invites Dr. Grant and Dr. Sadler, while a lawyer of his bring a chaotician, Ian Malcolm. Upon arrival, the group come across a live Brachiosaurus, plus a herd of other dinosaurs. They go to a visitor center where they learn about the cloning accomplished by extracting dinosaur DNA, debating the ethics of cloning, and they go on a tour of the park with Hammond's grandchildren. Then this is when the crazy happens. Dennis Nedry steals the fertilized dinosaur embryos, deactivates the park system, and cuts the power. In which this is when the T-Rex appears, along with other dinosaurs roaming around. It's pretty wild. Okay, so this is a science screwing with nature story, but it's actually good. I wouldn't say the story is one of the best parts in the movie, but you can see what Spielberg was trying to do. But the idea of the movie does sound awesome. Make it a theme park about the dinosaurs, but then you realize dinosaurs are terrors? How can you not go wrong with the idea? With that aside, I really do love this movie. I don't think this movie is perfect. In fact, there are a few problems with the movie. In fact, I'll start off with the short criticisms of the movie first, and I'll get to the great stuff for last. The criticisms of the movie are some of the plot points. For example, how deep is the T-Rex enclosure? Like, there's no way a moat wide enough to warrant that. And the T-Rex is literally pulling at the fence and can be seen walking out meters away from the fence. But yeah, I just think some of the plot points just doesn't make sense. Another criticism, but it's only minor, and that is the lighting. Seriously, why does Spielberg like shooting with shining bright lights? It's pretty distracting for me. But everything else is shot great in the movie, as well as the editing. But now let's get to the great stuff in the movie. The characters. They're likable, and for a better word for them, they're actually pretty cartoony. I know it's weird saying that, but I wanted to see them get through everything in the movie. If I had to pick a character I really like, well, it's gotta be Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. This guy has a playful and joking personality, and I love that. And yeah, Goldblum's acting is, no pun intended, gold.
And before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it.
Then you have Dr. Grant and Dr. Sadler, who are both good in the movie. I like how Dr. Grant interacts with Malcolm when he has a stubborn attitude with him, and even in scenes when he's with Hammond's grandchildren, he's more wise knowing about the dinosaurs since he studies them. I even like he gets along with Sadler, but it's only briefly throughout the movie. Dr. Sadler has a great scene where she goes to the power station to turn the power on. I know this is the closest scene I liked, though at times her mumbles are a bit distracting. As far as the others, like the grandchildren, they're okay. The lawyer's okay, though it's a shame that the T-Rex devours him, but that's what the lawyer got. The warden is okay, but then again he gets attacked too, though he appears here and there when he's with Hammond or Sadler. Dennis Nedry is the obese one of the movie because he deactivates the park and he's one of the antagonists in the movie, but it's only brief, and yes, he does get attacked by a Dilophosaurus. Mr. Arnold, played by the great Samuel Jackson, who appears briefly but then he dies very quickly as shown. Then we get to John Hammond, the industrialist who runs the park. I will say, he is likable in the movie, but most of the time he's more serious. He had this park, and then it destroys it to make it look like he's broke. Oh well, Hammond is a good character. Not my favorite character in the movie, but he's still good. Also, good casting choices on the actors playing the part. Now let's get to the dinosaurs. Some of the designs did look really cool. Even the ending where the raptors are chasing and the T-Rex in the movie is fantastic throughout the movie. Also, the best part of the movie are the special effects. As a kid, they look great. As an adult, I still think they look great and hold up very well for the past 30 years. They actually use CGI in the movie, but they use practical effects too. I just love they balance the effects throughout the movie. Love the effects on the dinosaurs. Another thing I want to mention, I did watch this movie when I was a kid, and I know people are going to say, did you get scared of the dinosaurs? No, actually, these dinosaurs did not scare me at all when I was little, which I'll go into more depth when I do an episode of Media Memories. Also, I couldn't leave this subject behind, the music. Yeah, it's amazing, and John Williams does have great musical scores. But yeah, this movie is amazing, and after all these years, it's gotten better, and it's my favorite Steven Spielberg movie. And obviously, this is the closest Jurassic Park movie that's great. There, my review of the movie is done. Let's move on to Legacy. First off, you think Jurassic Park is original, right? No. Jurassic Park is actually based off a book of the same name by Michael Crichton, which I didn't know that, but maybe one day I would love to read the book and see the difference between the book and the movie. Plus, the series had 5 sequels, which, yeah, soon I will talk about the sequels in a future video. The movie made so much money when it came out. At the time, in 1993, it was the highest grossing movie ever, but then Titanic broke the record 4 years later. In 2013, the movie re-released in theaters to make it 3D. And to this day, it did reach $1 billion and rank at the top of other movies. Talk about impressiveness. It won so many awards, with the Academy Awards winning 3 in the category, and the only one, to be precise, with sounds and visual effect categories. This movie is claimed as one of the greatest action movies and even thriller movies, with rank number 35 at AFI. There's a theme park ride at Universal Studios. Like, dang, this movie broke all over the place. It's like Star Wars, but with prehistoric and dinosaurs. And we're proud for the first film to get the popularity with other movies nowadays. But yeah, Jurassic Park Legacy grew so much. And yeah, this movie is a great one, nonetheless. I want to say more about it, but I already did. If you haven't seen Jurassic Park, definitely go check it out. That is all for the Jurassic Park video. And yes, Media Memories is up next, which it will be up tomorrow. See you all then.